Welcome back to another video. Soil here, and today I want to talk about a very powerful indicator that can make you profit consistently. This indicator was developed by John Carter, who is a famous trader and author of a good seller book about trading. He is also founder of Simpler Trading, formerly known as Trade the Markets, which provides educational materials by the help of a community of traders. John Carter created the famous TTM squeeze, or the squeeze for short, which you can see that this new version of Squeeze Pro indicator has a big price tag to have it on these trading platforms. But no worry, and you can have this indicator for free on TradingView platform. Here we click on indicators and we search TTM squeeze. We add this one, TTM Squeeze Pro, which is written by someone named Beardy Fred. Alright, this is the exact new version of Squeeze Pro indicator that I just showed you with that big price tag, but now you can use it for free here on TradingView platform. Alright, let's see what we have here. This indicator has two components. The volatility component, which is these small dots that you see here in the middle of the indicator, and directional component, which is this histogram that is moving above and below zero. The volatility component, which is these dots here in the middle of the indicator, are built based on another two volatility indicators, Bollinger Bands and Keltner channels. Let me add them to the chart so you better understand how this indicator works. Bollinger Bands, this one, and Keltner channels, this one. Alright, let me change the Bollinger Bands color so you can understand what they are. Here for the upper I make it to red color, for the lower also red color. Let's remove the bases and background. Alright, now it's better. When Bollinger Bands become so tight that they completely go inside the Keltner channels, it shows a very low volatility, and it means that the market is in an extreme consolidation, and statistically it gives the possibility to have a breakout. At the moment, the multiplier of the Keltner channel is set at 2 by default, and in the older version of TTM Squeeze it's set at 1.5. When Bollinger Bands were completely inside the Keltner channel, we had red dots, and when it was out of Keltner channels, green dots appeared. So when we had red dots, the market was in squeeze, meaning consolidation and very low volatility, and with appearance of green dot, it was telling us increasing of volatility, so probability of breakout in either direction, up or down. Appearance of green dot is known as the squeeze has fired, and there is a potential explosive price movement up or down. In this new version of TTM Squeeze, we have three different levels for Keltner channels, 1, 1.5, and 2. And based on the location of Bollinger Bands in each of these Keltner channels, we have different colors here for the dots that appear here in the middle of the indicator. This will help us to differentiate between different levels of squeeze in the market. Orange dots show high compression or large squeeze, which means that one or both of Bollinger Bands are inside the first Keltner channel, the Keltner channel with multiplier 1. Red dots show medium squeeze, which means one or both of Bollinger Bands are inside the Keltner channel with multiplier 1.5. And black dots show low compression or low squeeze, which means one or both of the Bollinger Bands are inside the Keltner channel with multiplier 2. And finally, green dots show no squeeze, which means one or both of the Bollinger Bands are outside of the third ATR, the ATR with multiplier 2. So the green dots show no squeeze, black dot low compression and squeeze, red dot medium squeeze, and orange dot show the most compressed and squeezed situation in the market. The greater the squeeze, the more probability for explosive moves, and the less compression or squeeze means less probability and more squeezing can happen. Alright, until now you learned how to interpret these dots that show different levels of compression and squeeze in the market, and now let's learn about the directional component of this indicator, and after that I'll teach you how you can use this indicator for trading. As I said earlier, this histogram is the directional component of this indicator, and it will help us to discover the direction of the movement after the squeeze fires. When the histogram is above zero and it's rising, it shows bullish movement and advancing of the price, and when it's below zero and falling, it shows bearish movement and declining of the price. So when the squeeze fires and we get rising histogram above zero, it shows that the tight range is possibly broken in an upside downside move and it gives us buying signal. And when we get falling histogram below zero after the squeeze fires, there is a possibility of breakout in a downside move and it gives us selling signal or taking a short position. When the histogram is in light blue color, it shows the upside momentum is increasing, and when it becomes dark blue, it shows that the upside momentum is decreasing. But as long as it's above zero, the upside momentum is considered to be higher than the downside momentum. And on the other hand, when the histogram is red, it shows that downside momentum is increasing, and when it becomes yellow, it means that the downside momentum is weakening. Similarly here, as long as the histogram is below zero, downside momentum is considered to be higher than the upside momentum. Alright, as you understand by now, we have both of volatility and momentum in this indicator. These dots in the middle of the indicator help us with volatility, and the histogram helps us with momentum, and so direction of the market. In the ideal situation, as the market starts going into a consolidation period, black dots would appear, which shows beginning of a low compression squeeze. And then as the Bollinger Bands become tighter within the Keltner channels, red dots appear that show medium squeeze. And finally, as the price action continues more contracting and Bollinger Bands even tighter within the Keltner channels, orange dots appear, which indicates high compression and squeeze. Then as the price action is leaving the squeeze, the coloring could reverse, orange to red, red to black, and black to green. When green dot appears, the squeeze is considered fired, and that's actually where we enter a trade. This order is the ideal progression of a squeeze in the market, and in practice many of the times you may not see this exact order. This is how the market would enter into a tight consolidation and exit that consolidation in an ideal situation. So any type of squeeze, black, red, or orange, can happen at any time or any order. So the focus is on the appearance of green dots after any type of squeeze. As I explained earlier, the greater the squeeze, the more probability for explosive moves, and the less compression or squeeze means less probability for explosive move, and more squeezing can happen in the market. So orange dots provide the highest probability of having explosive moves when a squeeze is fired. John Carter suggested entering in a position on the first green dot after one or more of the squeeze dots. The direction of the breakout is discovered by the help of the histogram, as I explained earlier. So when the first green dot appears, which shows the squeeze is fired, and we get rising histogram above zero, it shows that the tight range is possibly broken in an upside move, and it gives us buying signal. And on the other hand, when we get falling histogram below zero after the squeeze fires and we get green dot, there is a possibility of breakout in a downside move, and it gives us selling signal or opening a short position. For example, here after this period of squeeze, we got the first green dot here, the histogram is below zero, so we can enter a short position here at this point. Another example here, after this short period of squeeze, first green dot appeared here, which provided another opportunity for entering a short position. After this long period of squeeze, we got the first green dot here at this point, the histogram is above zero, so we can enter a long position here at this point. Based on John Carter, the exit point is also placed based on this histogram. He suggested that in long positions, we must exit on the formation of second dark blue bar, and in short positions on the formation of second yellow bar. But in practice, it depends on the trading strategy, and we can remain in a position through another indicator or price action analysis so we can get the most out of our positions. Please pay attention that when we have squeeze, price action analysis and volume analysis helps us to better understand the nature of the squeeze and also the strength of the breakout. So you shouldn't rely only on this indicator for your trading decisions, otherwise you may encounter many false signals. Even John Carter explained on his page that he combines this indicator with other technical analysis tools and even fundamental analysis and evaluating overall macro factors to discover the best trading opportunities with minimum amount of risk. With trading only based on this indicator signals, you may encounter many false signals. So like any other tools in technical analysis, you should never take your trading decisions only based on this indicator, and you must use it in conjunction with other tools and aspects of technical analysis. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and leave a comment for me. I'll answer your questions as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you get the notifications of my new videos. See you guys in next video, and good luck with your trading.